CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. Off the top, chopper 4 over the scene in Pompano Beach. You can see Broward Sheriff's deputies digging and sifting through dirt in a yard. This is along Southeast 15th Street and McNabb Road. Police confirm that this is an open and active criminal investigation. CBS News Miami's Larry Seward is at the scene working this story, and he's going to have the very latest coming up tonight. A Cooper City High School student is in critical condition. It's after police say he was struck by a car while riding a scooter. CBS News Miami's Ted Scouten has the story.
A horrible scene unfolding here in Cooper City this morning where a student on a scooter was hit by a car. Let me give you an idea of where we are. You can see right behind that tow truck, that's where Cooper City High School's football stadium is. So this is basically in front of the stadium where this happened. That red Tesla that was also involved in this accident. Take a look at some video. According to BSO, it appears that red Tesla hit the student, a boy, just after 8 this morning. The school books were found on the road. Broward Schools confirms he is a student at Cooper City High School. We spoke to a woman who was just 2 cars behind when that accident happened. She said everyone ran from their cars to do whatever they could.
And he wasn't moving. Everyone was just in shock. One lady was, screaming really loudly. So I just started calling 911, and I was on the phone with the operator, and I told her he's not moving. That he was on his moped, and it looks like the car hit him.
That boy was rushed to the hospital in pretty bad shape. The driver of the Tesla did remain on the scene. At this point, BSO is still trying to figure out exactly what caused this investigation. We'll have the latest coming up on CBS News Miami at 5. In Cooper City, Ted Scouten, CBS News Miami.
A deadly situation out of Miami Gardens. Police say a teen was struck by an SUV. Chopper 4 over the scene. This is along Northwest 183rd Street and 47th Avenue. You can see a heavy police presence in the area. Investigators say the teen ran across the street before he was struck by a black Honda Pilot. The driver did remain on the scene. The victim was airlifted to Ryder Trauma Center where he was pronounced dead.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside, a great shot across South Florida. We have a few clouds and showers moving through this afternoon. But what does the rest of the week look like? Let's get right to Next Weather meteorologist Cindy Pressler. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, we're going to see some cooler air coming back. High today so far, 90 degrees, and that ties the record high set in 2003. So it is a steamer out there. Cold front coming through. It's a weak cold front, though. It's coming through tonight, but it will bring cooler, drier air back into South Florida starting tomorrow. And you're going to like this. It'll feel good for the next few days. Next chance for showers and storms pops in on Friday, and this one looks more significant. So I think we're going to see more rain out of this one, and we could actually use some rain. Right now it's 87 degrees. Yes, it dropped to 83. A little shower came through, and now the temperatures are coming back as the sun peeks out again. Lots of humidity. It is sticky out there, so it feels like it's in the mid-90s. Look at Homestead. Feels like it's 95 degrees there. Didn't get any rain. South winds right now 10 to 15, gusting up to 20. Kind of turning to the southwest as well. That's because that frontal system is getting closer, sitting right across central Florida, so out ahead of it in the warm sector. This is where you're going to see the thunderstorms develop, showers mainly. That's what came through the Miami area, so I think a better chance to pick up some rain around Lake Okeechobee area, possibly Palm Beach County. We're just seeing a few showers, so there's just not going to be enough energy left for us. But that little shower zipped across Doral, Sweetwater, right across the airport. Now it has moved off into the Atlantic and it has dissipated. That just might be it for us. So for this evening, this afternoon and this evening, partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. Temperatures will fall back slightly into the mid-80s, then lower 80s. Cooler air on the way behind that frontal system. We're going to wait for that. So breezy tomorrow as well. Winds turning to the northwest, and then by the afternoon out of the northeast, high pressure will fill in behind it, and that's what's going to give us such really nice weather heading through the rest of the week. As a matter of fact, we're taking a look at the storm tracker for this next system Friday into Saturday. Saturday. It'll be an area of low pressure that zips in with a cold front. So look for rain and possibly thunderstorms on Friday into Saturday, moving out on Sunday. So we might have a couple of days of some rainy weather. As a matter of fact, we're thinking Friday is going to be an alert day there with heavy rain and thunderstorms. Several inches, could see several inches. Flooding might be a risk. Also, we're going to be monitoring the threat for severe weather, gusty winds, damaging winds, so forth. Here's your forecast. Highs tomorrow in the 70s, 80 by Thursday. Chance for storms Friday, and then next week looking pretty good too. Upper 70s to around 80 degrees.
Cindy, thank you. A 12-year-old boy remains in the hospital. Police say he accidentally shot himself in the head yesterday afternoon. CBS News Miami's Peter Dench has the report.
Homestead police are trying to figure out how a 12-year-old boy got a gun and shot himself in the head. It happened right here in the Gated Shores community at Homestead yesterday. Fortunately, police say that 12-year-old boy is in stable condition and is expected to recover. Now, we went to the home and we spoke with one neighbor who is very outspoken about gun safety. We will also hear from Homestead police as to whether anyone will face any charges in this incident. We'll have that story coming up in an hour at 5. In Homestead, Peter Dench, CBS News, Miami.
Representative Carlos Gimenez held a press conference at Miami International Airport today. He spoke about this weekend's massive anti-regime protests in Cuba, highlighting what the protesters are demanding.
Freedom, number one, freedom, libertad. Second, they talked about food, that they obviously appears that they're not getting enough food, and then electricity with all the problems that the Cuban regime has in maintaining just decent level of energy for their people.
On Sunday, protesters took to the streets across several cities in Cuba. Here in South Florida, people gathered and chanted freedom and waved Cuban flags in solidarity with the protesters. On to the campaign 2024. Former President Donald Trump is clarifying comments that he made over the weekend, and President Biden is looking to win support out west. CBS News Miami's Nicole Skenga reports from Washington.
Former President Donald Trump is clarifying comments he made in Ohio Saturday, warning of a bloodbath.
We're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars if I get elected. Now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country.
The former president posted on his social media Monday that he was just referring to auto industry imports, but he's also drawing criticism for his characterization of migrants.
These are animals, okay?
Some fellow Republicans are bristling.
The general tone of the speech is why many Americans continue to wonder, should President Trump be president?
Former Vice President Mike Pence told CBS's Face the Nation why he won't back his former boss for president.
Because I see him departing from the mainstream conservative agenda that has defined the Republican Party over the last 40 years.
President Biden is pushing his own re-election agenda with stops out west this week in Arizona and Nevada. He holds a significant cash advantage over Trump, and his campaign is planning a $30 million ad blitz in battleground states this month. A handful of states are holding primaries on Tuesday, including Florida, where Trump will cast his ballot. Nicole Skenga, CBS News, Washington.
In addition to the presidential primary tomorrow, there are several other community races taking place. In Miami-Dade, South Miami is holding a special election dealing with leases for city property. The town of Surfside will elect a new mayor, and there's also a race for 2 town commissioners. In Broward, Pembroke Pines is electing a new mayor for the first time in 20 years, as well as 2 commissioners, and Lauderdale by the Sea is holding elections for a mayor at large and 2 district seats. CBS News Miami has you covered on primary day. Our coverage begins with CBS News Miami Morning Edition at 5 a.m. We'll have live reports from the polls all day, and we hope you will join us tomorrow night at 8, streaming on CBS News Miami and Pluto TV. We'll take a look at the election results as they come in, and we'll have reaction to the local races and results on CBS News Miami at 11. When we come back, meet a young boy battling cancer who gets his wish granted at South Florida's very own Zoo Miami. Stay with us. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. A 6-year-old boy from South Carolina who is battling cancer had a chance to live out his dream of becoming a zookeeper at Zoo Miami. CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein takes us to the special event.
Tongue come out. Yes! Let it go, buddy!
Quite the adventure for Dale Zimmerman. The 6-year-old came down from South Carolina to become the newest zookeeper at Zoo Miami.
You know, and these kids have gone through a lot of challenges. They've gone through many things that none of us can even dream of going through. And yet you see him come out here, and man, when he fed that giraffe, you saw him laugh, you saw that smile.
Dale is battling neurofibromatosis 1, a disease that causes tumors to form all over his body. His mom says it has been a long road in his short 6 years.
He was diagnosed with NF1 when he was 16 months old. It's been a long journey, and part of the NF1 is the reason why he has his prosthetic leg.
His wish to spend the day working with the animals.
He loves all sorts of animals. He wants to have every single animal in our house.
Make-A-Wish Southern Florida and Zoo Miami coming together to make it all happen. With a little help from the animals.
I want to make the future look very bright for them.
And all the fun, a way to help Dale forget what he is going through.
It's the perspective. It's all about perspective. And kids, whatever makes them happy, that's what you should do.
Just building some joy for the stuff that's going to come next.
Dale and his mom will spend one more day in South Florida before heading back home. He will start another round of chemo when he gets there, but his mom says she feels very lucky that her son got to experience the zoo like this and that they're ready for the challenges that lie ahead. In Southwest Miami-Dade, Terry Hornstein, CBS News, Miami.
If you are still feeling the luck of the Irish the day after St. Patty's Day, get yourself a Mega Millions ticket. Tomorrow night's jackpot is now an estimated $875 million with a $413 million cash option. This comes after no one won Friday night's drawing. We'll bring you the drawing live tomorrow night before CBS News Miami at 11. College basketball's March Madness is officially in full swing. The teams in this year's men's and women's championship tournaments have been revealed, and we want to know your picks, so join us in the CBS Miami Bracket Challenge. Make your picks and go head-to-head with our favorite basketball fans. Just visit cbsmiami.com, scroll down, and click on the Bracket Challenge logo. You have until tip-off of the first Thursday game to register. Good luck. That's the CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami, and have a great day.